Hello, everybody, and welcome again to 4th and 62. I'm here, as always, with my partners in crime, Cousin Stephen on the big board
Hey, everybody.
there. Say that again?
I said, hey, everybody.
Oh, okay. And the very happy, the joyous Coach Bob Paraso, who's got his Ohio State Buckeye hat on. And I don't know if you saw, but the Ohio State, the Woody Hayes hat is sitting in front of Adam Vinatieri. And we're going to start with, as you can see in the lineup, the College Football Championship. Congrats to Coach Bob. And Stephen and I were marveling at how well you coached the team from your recliner. We couldn't get over how well you coached the team, even though Notre Dame made a fake comeback.
Yeah, when it got back to a one-score game, my coaching suffered severely from the recliner.
Do you have a talisman? You have a lucky charm there that you
always wear. I always wear what if they're home or away.
You wear that
red shirt or a white shirt.
Okay.
So I had my white shirt on, and everything was going swimmingly, and then all of a sudden we coughed the ball up.
Yep.
And then we get some holding penalties, and and all of a sudden we figure, well, they had this in the bag, so the defensive boys started to, we can take it easy. And Igbenusson, number one, the designated holder on the defensive team, I think he's had a holding penalty
in
every game, at least one.
Yeah.
Sometimes two or three. And then
probably a future Patriots draft choice.
I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think I sent a text on that.
Hey, Coach, look at me on the screen. We want to see the back of that hat. No, the other way. There you go.
It's Buckeyes. It's Buckeyes.
See the top? The top is a...
Those are the stickers. For those of you who don't know, those are the stickers.
You look like a Russian Cossack. Yeah.
You should have seen him dancing before, Stephen. It was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyhow.
But congrats to Coach Bob.
Thank you.
For a great victory as he led his Buckeyes. It really was a fun game to watch.
It was very nice.
Really was entertaining. It was fun.
Yep.
I'm not a big Ryan Day fan. Sorry. I'm an Ohio State fan, but I'm not a big Ryan Day fan, even though he came from UNH, my daughter's alma mater.
Yeah, he went to Central High School in Manchester.
Yep.
Chip Kelly was his coach
New Hampshire kid.
in UNH.
Yeah, and now Chip Kelly is his offensive coordinator, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it's a great story. I don't know, did you see the, Stephen, I don't know if you and I talked about this. Did you see the, when Ryan Day and Marcus Freeman were in the studio together with first with Pat McAfee and then with Chris Fowler?
Yeah.
Did you see any of that?
I missed that, John.
Okay. It was really enlightening, especially with Pat McAfee, who's like a wise guy.
Right. McAfee's not hard. He's not bashful.
No.
He'll ask a hard question.
Right, and he doesn't care.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I mean, he hammered Michigan losses 4 in a row. Yeah.
So, congrats to Coach Bob again for an unbelievable job.
Coach, I still want to know, do you watch the game with other people? Do you let them talk during the game?
No, we text a lot.
I got to get a picture of this.
We text a lot with Beth. She's a big sports fan, and my youngest daughter Chrissy, she went to Ohio State. That's how we got out there. And I have another guy out there, my ex-son-in-law. His father watches the games. They live in Columbus, so we text with him. And then a couple of other people. I got to slow down on the texting because I'm texting and I'm all
game.
and I missed the damn game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Anyhow, okay, one quick word, and then we got to hit the buzzer.
Okay.
The 12 team brackets, I think, was a godsend.
Yep.
I
agree.
And they a lot of some teams like the 12th and the 10, like Indiana made it, SMU made it, but they made it a competition. If you have 4 teams, semifinals, boom, anybody can have a good game, anybody can have a bad game.
Right.
But Ohio State and Notre Dame had to play 4 games,
No,
and they weren't the conference champions. They were the 8 and 9 seed.
I don't usually give credit to the NCAA, even though Charlie Baker is in charge of it, fellow Needham High grad, Stephen. But it was a blast.
Right.
The whole thing, every game was fun.
Yep. I agree.
And it worked, and I haven't heard anyone complain about it.
No.
Bob, you might have, but because you're a big college football fan than me.
Oh, I haven't heard anybody complain.
Nobody complained about it.
No.
It was fun. It was a great night on Martin Luther King's birthday to, for Ohio State to cruise to victory, even though the end was a little bumpy. Okay. Oh, I just got the signal from Coach Bob. Okay, it's time to move on. And the next thing, we're going to talk about the Baseball Hall of Fame because it was announced on Tuesday night.
Tuesday
night.
Yeah.
It was 6:00 that Ichiro minus one knucklehead didn't vote for. CC Sabathia and Billy Wagner join Dave Parker and one of my all-time favorite characters, Dick Allen, the late great Dick Allen, in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Stephen, any thoughts on this?
First of all, I have to survey the panel here. Has everybody been to the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Okay. It's just a great take. Absolutely the best.
It was a blast. It was great. You're absolutely right.
You walk in and they show you film right away. You sit in a little theater. At least that was our experience. And they rhapsodize about the game of baseball, and it literally brings tears to your eyes. It was so great. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful town, and recommend it to everybody. Go to the Hall of Fame. It's great.
Unless I missed my guess, didn't Billy Crystal narrate that film?
He narrated one
I
of
don't
them.
remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
He narrated one of them. You know what I remember? This is kind of sick, but I remember going.
We can't wait to hear it.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I remember stopping at some pub in upstate New York. I mean, the beauty of the Hall of Fame is they haven't moved it. It's still in
Right.
Cooperstown, New York. It's
Yes.
not. They didn't move it to Chicago or to L.A. or.
Oh, it's got to stay.
It's got to stay in Cooperstown,
yeah.
right? But went to this pub that had stained glass windows, and on the stained glass windows were swastikas.
No.
You're kidding.
No.
Wow.
And I asked the waitress about it. She said, "Oh yeah, this is a very German community." I went, "Oh, okay." Like every single stained glass.
That's Nazi, not German.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
You think that's still there?
I don't know. Uh-oh. You moving your hat?
Oh, my head's sweating.
Oh. Okay.
There we go.
But no, Stephen, to your point, the Hall of Fame was a blast. It was a type of place. I mean, I think I spent 5 hours there. I think I could have spent 3 days there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't
Right?
see it all.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was a great place. And you know what else I remember about that town? The people were really nice.
Mm-hmm.
They were friendly. They were happy to have you there. They knew why I was there. I was there for the whole
in general, I used to do business in upstate New York, and the people in upstate New York, almost as a rule, were very nice,
Yeah, they were friendly.
down to earth,
Yep.
just great. Yeah, friendly.
So each row got in. It should have been unanimous,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. But hey, Ted Williams was unanimous.
Well,
right?
only the Great Rivera is the only one that's been unanimous.
Right.
So the guy There's a guy, I think he's in Texas, sports writer, says nobody should get Indian in it. Maybe he was sick and he didn't vote. He didn't send
They
anything
didn't
in.
send him the ballot.
Right, right. I mean, that's. I don't understand that.
I don't have an issue with CC Sabathia.
No.
Billy Wagner, I don't know. I think it's a kind of a cool story that it took 10 years for him to get in.
Last chance.
It was his last shot. And Dave Parker, I don't know about you guys, but I remember the throw in the All-Star game from almost a warning track in right field on the line to the catcher, who I think was Manny Sanguian, in the All-Star game. And I'll never forget that throw. And then Dick Allen, and I think I told Bob the story. I used to have a picture of Dick Allen in my bedroom. And my father came in one day and he said, "What the heck is he holding?" So it was a picture of Dick Allen, like just starting his swing. And the bat looked like a telephone pole. Like it looked like it was superimposed, but it was the bat. And I remember my father said, "That can't be a real bat. That can't be a real picture." And I said, "It is a real picture." He was known as using one of the biggest and heaviest bats. And then I think I told you my lasting memory of Dick Allen was when he was playing for the White Sox. They showed him in the dugout. He was smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
and I
That's
just
Hall of
remember,
Fame material.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it was a cigarette. It was a Marlboro. It wasn't the other kind of cigarette.
It wasn't a menthol.
No.
The guy from the Talking Heads that are getting the biggest play of why he can't break through is Andrew Jones. They're calling him the greatest center fielder
Yep.
to ever play the game and all that stuff. Great defensive player. He hit some
Over
home runs.
400 home runs.
Yeah. I mean, well, he only got 66.2% of the votes.
But he'll be on the ballot still, right?
Right.
Or is he done?
No.
He's still staying.
This is his 8th year.
Okay. So
2 more
he's got
shots.
2 more to go.
Yeah, and then he goes
It's
to the old
interesting
folks
how,
home.
the players' stats don't change at all, but over the years, they get more and more votes for some kind of odd reason. I mean, it's fine with me, but, logically, it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's the same stats when they first became eligible.
Right, but you have to compare it to who the
He's
other
in the
people
Hall
are.
of Fame. Yeah.
So if you take away those top 3, okay, and all things stay the same, then you would assume that he would bump up.
Yep.
But you're right, the stats stay the same, nothing changes.
Right.
But it's all your competition.
Right. All right, Stephen, I'm
Yes,
going to
sir.
throw one at you. Is
Go ahead.
Dustin Pedroia a Hall of Famer?
Well, I guess the answer is no. Would I like to see him in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I would. But there was stats stack up. He had a shorter career than you need
Yep.
to get yourself into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And that's the breaks.
But
Was he a great player? Absolutely.
he was great for the Red Sox, Rookie of the Year, MVP, just like Freddie
Great
Lynn.
fielder.
Oh,
Oh, unbelievable.
and he was the heart and soul of the team.
Hey,
Yeah.
now
And he
think
wa-
about it. Have we had a second baseman since he's gone?
No,
No.
no,
And
it's
he's
a
been
hole.
gone for a while.
It's a hole.
Big hole.
Yeah.
I love the kid. I love
Right.
the kid. Yes, his career got cut short, by a nasty slide.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Manny Machado, right?
right. But I mean, his body of work up until that point was Hall of Fame material.
Yep.
Is
So
is
who
there
else I think belongs in the Hall of Fame? This is a little out there, but I would put Dwight Evans in the Hall of
Yes.
Fame.
Oh,
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. There's a call for him every year.
Yep.
Now his career lasted a long time.
Maybe
Yes.
that committee that voted in Dick Allen and Dave Parker, maybe next year they pick Dwight Evans. Because I agree with you, Stephen. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
His right arm should be in the Hall of Fame anyway. You know.
I mean, he's in the old folks bin now.
Yeah.
Over 10 years. So.
Right.
You know, his career started slow, which is why he wasn't noticed for the first, I don't know, maybe 5 years, because he was just average. And then at middle to the end of his career, he was easily Hall of Fame material, but he didn't gain any notoriety early, so didn't help his case.
Was he always a Red Sox?
Yes. Well, he played for the
Yes.
Orioles,
That's what I thought. He
At the
started-
end.
At the end. Oh, at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
but he came up through Louisville,
Yeah.
and then he came up to the Red Sox.
He
But,
he played right field.
oh, he was
Great fielder.
He was a
Incredible.
master.
he was unbelievable. Yep. Okay. All right. Well,
Did you buy a new watch, Bob?
I'm watching the clock over here because Oz is going to play us
I'm
off
watching the clock too.
like the Oscars.
I'm watching the clock too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the Oscars. Well, I'm going to say one more thing about Dustin Pedroia.
No, you can't. We're out of time.
Okay. Well,
No, go ahead, please.
the heck with you. I'm going to say it anyway.
All right.
You look at Rogers Hornsby's statistics. Now, maybe that's not fair, but Rogers Hornsby was a second baseman.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
that's the role model for Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but he hit like 340, didn't he? Something like that.
Oh, I think higher.
Yeah, but all those
So
guys.
I mean, that's unheard of these days, right?
They face pitching, fastball, curveball, changeup.
That was
That's it. End of discussion.
Yeah.
And
the same pitcher for 9 innings.
right. And nobody came close to triple digits.
Right.
Even 9. I remember when somebody
Walter
threw
Johnson.
90,
Walter Johnson.
and when somebody threw 90, it was oh my God.
But they didn't know. They didn't have radar guns.
Right. Oh yeah,
Back
that's
in the
true.
20s,
Bob Feller.
30s.
Bob Feller is rumored to have thrown 110 or something.
Well, I guess didn't they clock Bob Feller with a car or something? Right? He had a car go 100 miles an hour, and then, Bob Feller threw.
That poor catcher.
It's a
Very good.
yeah. Okay, we got to move on.
Okay, hold on.
All right, let's go.
Patriots.
go.
Here we are.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk a little bit about the Patriots. Since we were last here,
I think they should fire Mayo. That's my feeling.
We're on top of our game.
thank
huh?
you.
We're
Thank you,
knowledge-
Stephen.
A knowledgeable.
That was
group.
awesome.
In
And I
case you
think
tuned in late.
Alex Van Pelt and DeMarcus Covington should go too. How's that? How's that?
Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely.
So,
And who would you replace them with?
with Mike Vrabel, who else?
You know
Good
what?
choice.
I think you guys are right. We're clairvoyant.
So,
They hired him.
or as the woman who reads the Globe every day, she reads the stories out loud. She calls them Vrabel. So I was going to write a note to our friend Kevin DuPont and say, could you please tell her Vrabel rhymes with Abel, not Vrabel rhymes with Scrabble?
Yeah.
It's Mike Vrabel. Well, you know what? He was so at ease at the press conference. Am I all right?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob is my official timekeeper. But he brought in Terrell Williams, who I'd never heard of. I read about him yesterday and today as a defensive coordinator. He brought back Josh McDaniels for the third time.
Yep.
I was going to say
Yeah, we like that.
ninth time. The thing I like about McDaniels, and guys, please jump in here, is he's great with quarterbacks.
Right.
That's his thing.
And
So Drake May's in good stead.
some guys,
Yes.
some guys are excellent coordinators.
Right.
They just can't go up to the big chair.
Which is
I think Josh is finally realizing that he's 0 for 2, and a horrible 0 for 2.
bad. Yes.
Yeah. But he's at home with quarterbacks. He's at home with a position, and he's a good play caller.
And he's going to make $2.5 million.
Well, that's
That's not too bad.
that's not too. I don't think we need to have a
We don't need
GoFundMe for him.
We don't know. You don't want to put one out there?
No,
Okay.
no. Now, one quick note, boys. I'm sure you all understand that Vrabel was from the Ohio State.
Yes.
Yes, great player.
From Akron, Ohio.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And now he's got
It's a good tie-in.
the defensive line coach from Detroit coming to be the DC
And someone he worked with in Tennessee,
in Tennessee.
which I think is great. I'd never heard of the guy until Tuesday or Wednesday
Yeah.
when he was named. And then I did a little Bob stuff on the computer, and I went, wow, this guy's okay.
Yeah, I thought when I took a quick look and I saw a line, it was on a scroll on the Pat McAfee show. I said, ooh, is he the offensive line coach for Detroit? Because they got a real good offensive line.
Yep.
Of course, and then I read it took them 4 years to drafting number one offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Now they've got the best offensive left tackle in
Penei
football.
Sewell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, he's
He's unbelievable.
anyhow. I think he's going to do well. What do you think, Stephen?
You know, until recently, the Patriots couldn't take 4 years to develop a team. They had to keep it going, and they
right,
did.
right.
So now, let's see what happens. I don't hope it doesn't take 4 years to get an offensive line.
Well, if you draft well, which has been a Patriot nemesis, and you spend good money on a good smart money on a free agent.
Yep.
I mean, you can't go get a kid with a name like the Red Sox are doing again
Yep.
and pay him big money on his reputation, and he's got two bad knees.
No, you're
You know,
absolutely right.
you've got to pick and choose.
You're absolutely right. And I think
I don't want anybody who's pre-injured.
pre-injured.
Pre-injured, yeah, right.
Pre-injured, somebody who's been injured before, then you're going to sign them as a free agent. That's like asking for trouble.
I'm just wondering how many guys from the 2024 team, from Gerard Mayo's team, who you're right, Stephen, you should be terminated. I wonder how many of those offensive linemen they're going to keep. One,
Okay.
I think one,
Caden
I'm going to
Wallace.
say two.
Caden Wallace.
Caden Wallace.
Give the kid a chance. But the center, no, I think Andrews is going to retire.
You think so?
I think
Yeah.
so. I mean,
Yeah.
he was close to
You
retiring.
have some
before.
inside information?
No, nope. I'm just thinking,
Okay.
You got
Yeah, he's
blood clots.
serious stuff.
Right. And
Yeah.
now the
Curtis Strange.
Strange.
I was going to say Curtis Strange. Yeah, Strange. Cole.
Yeah, he could.
Oh, Cole Strange.
Cole Strange.
Yes.
Yeah. And never mind. I had a
John
senior
Hanna.
moment there for a minute.
John Hanna.
You're going to say John
John
Hanna.
Hanna. That's right. That's right. The South will rise again.
And Leon Gray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Larry Eisenhower.
They'd
No-
come back,
no
they'd
face
be
mask.
old. So, okay, hold on. There we go.
Well
So
done.
now we'll finish up the show. You like that, Peter? Right on time. We're going
Wait
to
a
talk.
minute. I'm sorry, but there's a question here I think we should talk about real quick. It's on the agenda, like which comes first, an O-line or a wide receiver?
O-line.
What else
O-line.
would he say?
Yeah.
What else
Okay, I just
could-
want to clarify that. We all agree.
I think they have to have a left tackle?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
left tackle.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
to clarify, according to the agenda, you're supposed to be talking about NFL payoffs right now.
Okay.
Oh, look at Oz. Look at Oz button in.
Go back to sleep up there.
That's the voice of God?
Yeah,
Yeah,
God
yeah.
just spoke.
Yeah.
So we got little less than 3 minutes left. So to talk about the NFL playoffs, that make you happy, Pete?
No, it says payoffs, not playoffs in your graphic.
Oh,
Oh. And it could be payoffs. You never know.
you know,
Who's doing those graphics? Let's fire that guy.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
that's
It's-
called a
it's
good
it's a-
typo. That's
it's
called
a good mistake,
a good
absolutely.
typo.
Right.
So thanks for pointing that out, Mr.
Now,
Perfect.
So,
he's.
so wait a minute. So NFL payoffs.
Yeah.
that is the refs. Am I right
That's
here?
correct.
The refs calling
Correct.
calling roughing the passer or
right.
not?
That was saying Mahomes gets all the calls. The Kansas City Chiefs get all the calls, just like the Patriots got all the calls.
Right.
You know, and I have to agree. If you looked at that roughing the passer thing,
That was bad.
that was a joke.
That was bad.
I mean,
yes.
now-
Even Gene Steratore,
Yeah,
like he didn't want to.
right.
You could just tell he was. Well, I don't know about that call.
Mahomes' wife is a soccer player, and she owns a team in Kansas City, right? That's when Mahomes is starting to learn how to flop. I mean, Anderson
Oh, my
just
God.
kissed him.
All right. So let's stay on track here.
Okay,
Are the Chiefs going to beat the Bills,
I think so.
Steven?
It makes me sick, but probably right.
Yeah.
But
We want the Bills.
I'm rooting for the Bills too.
Yeah, me
You
too.
know,
But the Cinderella team that could go all the way, the Commanders.
Washington.
I like them.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, they're good.
I think they're going to
fun.
win.
They're fun.
They're going to beat the Eagles.
They're fun.
I think so.
They're fun to watch. I imagine they're not fun to play against. They have to find a way to corral Jaden Daniels so he doesn't run up a storm.
No, that
But
kid,
then he's got an unbelievable arm.
that kid is not a rookie.
No,
No.
You see him on the bench?
he doesn't.
He's like he's feeding the pigeons on
Yeah.
the park. And okay, oh, my turn. And he goes out there.
He doesn't read a book like AJ Brown.
They took out my team, the sentimental favorite for me, Detroit. I wanted the Lions to go all the way.
I thought the Lions would go all the way too.
Okay.
All right, Peter, I think you're going to start the music any second, right?
No, just go.
Okay. So I'd like to thank, we're almost at the end of the show. I'd like to thank Cousin Stephen and congratulations once again, Coach Bob. And we'll see you
Very
next
happy
time.
for you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll see you next time on 4th and 62. See you later.